They're here to help to offset some of the workload from TSA right now, so that's fine.
They're going to help out and, make things move a little faster. Extra security is always good to me.
Oh, they're right there. All right, they're good. They're here to help. They're not bothering nobody. As long as they can check my bags and get me on my flight, I'm good to go. Right? I want to get to the Bahamas. I want out of here.
Well, I too would like to go to the Bahamas right now, but I'm here with you guys tonight. ICE agents were even seen chatting, striking conversations with travelers, and passing out water bottles at Bush Airport for one of them. The president praised the agents for their work in a Truth Social post today, saying accurately, blame the Democrats for the airport's mess. They want our country to do badly. Thank you to our great ICE patriots for helping. It makes a big difference. The president also suggested that he may deploy National Guard troops to airports to help as well. Now, Brecca, we were talking yesterday. You're our resident airport beat reporter, and you've been going. You were at BWI talking with travelers here. I was trying to, for my own selfish travel reasons, figure out with you what airports I should go to and avoid for my upcoming travel. Passover is coming up soon. I'm too old for spring break. What do Americans need to know is we're looking at a very busy holiday season. We've got Passover, Easter, spring break. You already mentioned whether you're going to heaven or hell, you're going to go through Atlanta. Yes. But what about if you're trying to go to the Bahamas? How do you get there?
Well, we know, and like we said yesterday, people are taking the train. People are avoiding.
Not to the Bahamas.
Not to the Bahamas. No, you'd have to obviously take a boat. But we know they're avoiding it, and the airports today still had long lines. And what I really liked about one of those videos that was shown, and actually my colleague, Jenny Terre from the Daily Wire took it, was the video of ICE agents handing out water bottles, because I think that overall ICE agents have had a very negative perception in America. I think that's been caused by what we saw in Minneapolis.
By Democrats, yeah.
By Democrats. But I think this water bottle interaction, ICE agents being in airports, actually allows ICE agents to maybe start getting a positive view of Americans, because you saw they're thanking them for their water, they're thanking them for their service, Jenny tells me.
Well, you don't have demented Democrats with cars in airports trying to run over these ICE agents when they're standing in TSA lines. Yes. And I think that's a great point. And Trump suggested he's now suggesting sending in the National Guard. You saw Democrats suing the Trump administration over sending the National Guard. And Daniel, this is the Trump administration's leverage point, is making travel more feasible for Americans by replacing the TSA agents who are walking off the job. I was at Reagan Airport yesterday, not for flying, but there was this Republican Study Committee press conference, and Rick Scott popped over from the Senate side, and he said the average salary for a TSA worker is about $50,000, and the average salary for senators of both parties is around $174,000, I think, statutorily. And Senate Democrats are refusing to go without pay during this government shutdown. To me, I feel like Trump is masterfully playing this. He's saying to Democrats, you want to defund ICE, that's what they want, so I'm going to put them in airports while you continue to hold the whole DHS hostage. When are Democrats finally going to say, okay, we can fund it all. We love government spending. We can fund it.
Well, what's ironic is that if the ICE agents actually do a good job in terms of lessening those lines, then the pressure on Democrats will get less, and they won't feel the heat from the general traveling public as much anymore because of what those ICE agents have done. And so it's still a pretty small number. We'll see if they ramp it up, and they can't really replace these TSA agents. You need 4 to 5 months of training to be able to spot this. And so some of these ICE officers, they're walking the halls. They're kind of acting like the National Guards men in D.C., right, where they're not, basically almost like picking up trash that the guardsmen have been doing. And so I don't think this is like a cure-all that, send in ICE and then everything gets resolved.
Right. It's even after the Democrats finally stop this pointless obstinance. We have Islamic terrorists trying to blow people up across the country. And even once DHS is fully funded, you still will have to deal with the ramifications of having had these hundreds of TSA agents leave because they said, all right, well, we've gone 40 days without getting paid. What's the point? This is the third government shutdown induced entirely by Democrats in 6 months. If you're a TSA agent, you're probably safe to bet the farm on knowing there's going to be another government shutdown, even a partial one, between now and the election. Now,
information, truth is freedom, is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.